Hey guys, welcome to Dad Vibes, where we do all things Dad. We have a balmy 31 degrees windy day today, so that's why I'm in the shed. I'll go under some light so you can see me. Today we're going to look at the EZY-FLO Fertigation system. It's actually connected to my irrigation. Because it's connected to my irrigation, we'll look at what irrigation I've got, how I come about to getting the irrigation, working out the plan, digging out what I needed to dig out, get it all fitted. Yeah, so basically the process of it. So if you're interested in doing it, you can give it a crack as well. Realistically, it wasn't that hard. If you've got some knowledge in how to use tools, you're a bit handy. Obviously, you're handy. If you're a bit handy on tools, then you'll be able to get it done. Here's a bit of machinery that's can help you out, like a trencher. But first of all, I've just got to get the lawn mowed. She's due for it. It's been a week. PGR's doing its thing. So let's get a mow on and have a look. What is an EZY-FLO fertigation system? Well, it all starts with the irrigation. Most important part of your lawn. You can't water it, you ain't getting any lawn, especially ryegrass lawn. So I got my system online. The process started with me looking up what sort of sprinkler system I wanted, looking at videos on YouTube of systems, options, best way to keep the lawn going, and essentially I eventually decided to go with the Hunter MP Rotators. Main reason I went for them is because they're a very slow streaming sprinkler system. It doesn't put out a lot of water like you would have seen on Josh's lawn, where it just, like I seen his go because he got it going, it pops up and puts water everywhere, absolutely everywhere, and his sprinklers are really close to each together, whereas this system doesn't seem to throw out as much water. There is the lawn hub, or they're not lawn hub. It is, what are they called? Rainbird. Yeah, there was the Rainbird system that I also looked at. I just felt like it was throwing out too much water. And mine's a very nice slow stream when it comes out, whereas the Rainbird system is just a big fast flurry. And I just like the idea of the Hunter system, the way it worked. Anyway, at the same time, I decided to get an EZY-FLO. Basically, what the EZY-FLO is a system where it's pretty much identical to what I did earlier on with the hose link adapter. Essentially, you've got your irrigation system, which goes from your tap, which I did all this, tap down, comes across. There's the EZY-FLO system. As you can see, water rushes through here, comes through this pipe, back around into this big unit, which has got all your fertilizer and everything into it. Goes in here, water rushes through there, fertilizer comes out through here with water back into the water system. Comes across to all your solenoids, 3 solenoids. So that one is, I think that one's the front, that one's the back next to the shed, and this one's the back next to the camper trailer. Now I can turn each one of them on and I'll show you. I'll switch that one on, which I thought was the front yard. So what you do is just turn this solenoid. As you can see, they start going. Nice easy streams of water. Beautiful, looks nice, water's everywhere. Let's turn that off. So that's just a manual way you can do it. Screwing and unscrewing the solenoid. That's just a test to make sure it's all working. As you can see, it was. Yeah, so that's how that system works. I've talked to you about the path of getting the irrigation and the plan you've got to put out there to organise it all. First, let's get this EZY-FLO out, top it up with some liquids. Turn that off. Release the solenoid so I can release pressure off that, which I just did. There's this coming out. Pulls out of there. It's going around the back. No, I haven't had a look in here for probably 6 months, so I don't know if it's going to have any liquids in there or not, so I'll open up and have a look. Yeah. It's all water. So if that was full of liquids, it'd be black. So I'll go pour it out. Show you what liquids you're putting into it. Okay, so that was full of water. It's a good thing. It had a tiny bit at the bottom where I just washed out a little bit. So what I'm going to put in it now is, because we're going into summer, the liquids I've got, Seaweed Secrets, which is for your root development, same as sea soil, liquid kelp. Definitely want to get that in there. This stuff will definitely help over the summer periods with heat. Instead of going out every week and getting everything into the knapsack, spraying it out, watering it in, this system helps with that situation. You don't have to do that as much. I wouldn't say you don't have to do it at all, because you're going to be spraying out different products onto the lawn to keep it going, like iron. I won't put any of that wetting agent that I sprayed out earlier. Main reason is I just feel like it's a very sticky agent, and I don't like the idea of mixing it with these other products where I know these products work together, and it will just help the lawn survive the summer months. It'll do a better job. You won't have to water as much. You still will need it to have to water a lot because we've got ryegrass. But we're in Canberra. Temperatures, at the moment we are getting 30 odd degree days, but we're getting down, like last night was 10 degrees. You hit a top of 31, 1 o'clock, and then you probably stay there maybe until 2, 3 o'clock. So the heat is here, but it's nowhere near as bad as what it would be in Western Australia, Queensland, even Sydney. So survival rate of ryegrass in Canberra is doable if you're prepared. So anyway, Seaweed Secrets, humic acid, just to do with your soil health. I only put a little bit of this in here. It's not as important as your Seaweed Secrets. And also the wetter I'm using, wetting agent. It's not even a wetting agent. It's more like lots of microbes, and this says it's contains over 70 trace elements and minerals. Improves soil crumb structure, assists to break up clay soils. So it does a similar idea, but these are all natural products that you get from Plant Doctor, whereas that Hydrolink is a chemical. So these things are healthier, and I'm more happy to put these liquids into the EZY-FLO. Stimulizer, again, you only need a tiny bit of it. Like, the main things I'm putting in this system are the wetter and the Seaweed Secrets for the plant health. That's priority. Keep it going through summer. So let's mix it up and get them in there. The way that I've used this stuff in. That much. That's all you need. I'm just gonna have to guess. It doesn't have to be perfect. Take it over to an area where it can spill everywhere like it wants to. You want that overflowing, you don't want any air in there. That's what we want. Make sure it's nice and tight. And slow. Let's go put it back in. Alright, let's pull these out. this back in there, keep it on slow. It's obviously got options, fast or slow. We only wanted to get a slow pace in there with the irrigation. Doesn't need to be fast. Got water in it, don't you? Put it in this side, blow it out, which it is. And this side in. They're both stuck in. On low, both in there. And what you'll see is, this is the black line, so you don't really need to say anything, but this clear line, you're going to see all the chemicals when I turn the irrigation on come through. Get you closer on it so you can see. Ready, I'll turn that one on again. See all that black stuff coming through? So, what's happening is water's been turned on, coming through that main part, goes through that black hose or pipe, comes back out through the clear one. As you can see, it's got black chemicals coming through. That will feed through all the way back in the irrigation and comes back onto the lawn. Hence, putting all that product onto the lawn without us having to use any knapsack. Ta-da! Okay, let's see you in the shade. Just a warm day in the heat and get in the shade, and might as well do it. So, as I spoke about earlier, my options that I went for ended up being my Hunter MP Rotators. I like them, I'm still pretty happy with them. The only thing about them I find is you do have to check them every so often. Not every time it's working, but as I said, did I say that earlier? No. But as I might have said earlier, I have them going off at 5 o'clock in the morning. 50 minutes for the front, oh no, it's 90 minutes for the front, 50 minutes to the side here, and 60 where I'm lying now next to the camper. The reason why they're on for so long is it's not like you turn a tap on and it comes flying out. The pressure of each nozzle of the irrigation restricts it, and it won't be putting down a gush of water onto the lawn, because if you do, the water won't take it. It'll just sit on top and wash away. So you want that nice slow irrigation watering onto the lawn. You think like a slow rain over a whole day or whatnot, it's really good for your grass because it will penetrate the soil and get deep down for the roots. Whereas if you have those real harsh, fast storms, like flooding, flash flooding, it's too much water, the lawns won't take it in and it just washes away. So the Hunter MP Rotators do that, and in the process of organising to get them, I did it all online. I found a couple of places that could do it for me. The one I ended up going with was one up in Queensland because they provided the best service at a good price. It's not always about getting the cheapest stuff, but no word of a lie, I've seen 2 places in Canberra. One in Canberra that never got back to me. I won't name names, but I went and seen them in store, had the conversation, gave them a diagram of my yard. The easiest way I found to do that was to go onto HT Mappy, which is for us, I don't know wherever you're from you can use, but it's basically a satellite map and it can give you measurements of your yard. So I did that, printed it out, gave it to him, but had the whole conversation with him. Yep, no worries, I'll quote that up for you. A week later, didn't hear anything. Gave him a call. Yep, spoke to him. So I've just been busy. Never got back to me. So I gave it a week and a half. Then I went and seen another place. I just emailed them, and again, got nothing back. I waited a couple of days. I wasn't going to wait too long, so got onto a couple of places online because you do want to use local, but if they're not going to respond to you, not going to help you out, then you don't bother. What's the point? So got online, found a group up in Queensland. They were actually called, I should say on this somewhere. I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, can't give them a shout out, don't matter. It's not like they're giving me anything for it, but so I essentially sent them an email. I gave them all the specs that I had from that satellite. They made the plan, told me what equipment I'm going to need. So this is the plan that they made up. That's the backyard with all the measurements. The different colours, the red, the blue, the green, are different nozzles that will do how far they'll spray. So to give you an idea, the green are a medium spray length. I think they spray anywhere from like 1 metre to 2 metres, to give you an idea. The red is for the back corner here. They spray anywhere from say 1/2 metre to 1 metre. And then your blue ones, which is the big area, they spray anywhere from 2 to 3 metres each. That's just to give you an idea of how far they might spray. Don't quote me on that's what their exact lengths, but that's the idea. And what you actually do is you grab a bucket, you drain your tap, and you time that, see how long it takes you to fill up 10 litres, whatever litres it is. You send that into them with your diagram. They'll make it all up, tell you what you need, and then they'll send everything out to you. The only thing that they didn't send out to me was the hose or the pipe, which you run from the solenoids out to each zone. I could just go down to Bunnings and get that, so it's the same stuff. So it was pretty easy to get. But they sent me everything: the nozzles, the bodies, the solenoids. I got the EZY-FLO. I actually got that from Plant Doctor. The irrigation place didn't sell them. All the system for the tap, which is, I think, is for back pressure. So if you are running that fertigation system on the irrigation, you have to have that so it doesn't get any backflow back into the mains. Very important. So fitted all that up. As I said earlier, I'm handy on the tools, so it wasn't rocket science. Putting it together was pretty easy. If any issues that I have had, I've had a pipe have a burst in it, just like a pinhole in it, and you can see water just coming out of the ground. I fixed that. They're not hard to fix. If I do get another one like that, I'll show you how to fix it. But on these bigger ones, I've found mainly these two. It's in the corner here. They stop rotating, but you fiddle with them a bit and they keep going. So again, you know, the reasons why you check your irrigation every so often is make sure that they're working properly. I do have the middle one over in the corner here in front of the shed. It sometimes stops rotating. It's just out there and away you go. So it's weird though, because I've got just these two. The only two that stop. The other two over here, which have the same pressure, they keep going, especially the corner one there. Never had a problem with that one. That one once every couple of months. But these two, I'll have to check once every fortnight, make sure they're working properly, depending on how much you're watering. So, yeah. And my mouth's getting really dry from doing so much talking. Which you're probably bored just sitting there listening to me about irrigation. Yeah, so that's what I use. I'm pretty happy with it. If you guys have your own irrigation, you've had some issues or problems, or you've had the process of organising and doing it yourself, you know, it's not that hard. You do need a trencher. The best idea is, you know, if you do get a trencher and use it, like, it's so handy because near impossible doing it with the hands. But my soil was really compacted. It's like Canberra soil is very clay, so it's hard to get through, but definitely using the trencher helped out. But yeah, so that's the system I've got. That's the process I took. If I do any fixes or anything on it, I'll show you more. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's all turned out. I've had the ryegrass for 1.5 years now. Pretty happy with how it's going. It lasted last summer. Again, it was just about doing what I'm doing now, and you do have to look after it and watch it all, make sure it's all going on, everything's getting done properly. So yeah, that's it. But again, if you do have your own irrigation system and you know you're happy with it, you're unhappy with it, you had problems, let me know in the comments if you want. But I'm only getting about 100, 200 people watching my videos, so I might not even comment. Anyway, yeah, that's it for this video, and yeah, next week we're gonna do some camping stuff because I've got to fit the coupling and do some bearings. We'll do that, and then I'll be down the coast for a week to do some fishing and golfing. So till then, I'll catch you next time. See you, bye! Oh, and I did forget to mention, my controller. I only remembered it after I did the video the other day, so that's why I'm wearing different clothes. So I'll show you the controller I've got and how it works. Got a Hunter controller, cannot remember what model it is. X2. It's got, it says online at the moment, because it's linked through my phone. I can turn it on and off with my phone. I can schedule time and dates. I'll actually try and put a screen of it to the side where you can scroll through, and I'll show you a little bit of the app. Yeah, show you the app that it is and how it works. Otherwise, got that there. You pull this off somehow. There we go. So you've got all your wiring there. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 zones. Obviously these wires, each one goes back to the solenoid. The white one is basically in earth. So that white one, C common, it goes to each one of the solenoids. So it runs down, it goes to each one, and then 1, 2, 3 your zones goes to each one as each zone. And again, remember we said the front yard, rear yard, and then rear next to the camper. That's what they're for. That's it. It wasn't that hard to set up. I've just got to go down into the ground. Again, you know, using that trencher is where it really helps to get it all through there. Another note, you can use this manually. As you can see, it's got off time, date, start time, so you can change this manually in here. You don't have to use it through your phone, through the app. But why wouldn't you? It's just that easy off your phone. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Dad Vibes.